So guys, today I wanted to cover what is a funnel. I talk about them all the time and you'll probably hear them all online. So what is it, how do you use it, and what is it going to do for your business? So effectively all a funnel is a flow of traffic, hopefully down to a point at which they buy your service or product, whatever it is that you're trying to sell. So typically as marketers we define the top of the funnel, the audience going in, as cold. Typically we don't know who these people are, or that they don't know who you are. They don't know much about your business. They might know what you offer, but they're cold. They're not warmed up, ready to sell. And this is the top part of the funnel, where your whole funnel is designed to try and be as slippery as humanly possible, try and get them down to the bottom where we finally make a sale. So the second part of the funnel, I'll explain how a funnel, I can actually give you an example of a funnel shortly, but the second part of the funnel will be where they're warm. So they've probably gone through some of your, they've been on your website possibly, or been on your Instagram page, they know who you are, what it is your service is, and they're warming up to you. They're not quite ready to buy yet, but they know who you are, what problems you're solving, and they might want to know a little bit more about you, which is where we get you down to hot. So when you force them down the funnel, as effectively as you possibly can, from warm to hot, you're going from interest to desire. We're starting to build the desire. This person might really start to want what it is, the solution you're offering to their problem. So for example, if it's weight loss, if it's getting bigger, if it's getting back into shape, if it's getting fitter, they know you can implement that, but they're not quite ready yet to buy. And this is when they start to get hot, is where you're building the desire. You're really starting to ramp up. I think I might want to buy from this person. And finally, with a call to action, sale. This is where it's kind of make or break time. You might be offering them like a free call or something, where you're going to try and close them, maybe give them an offer or a discount, and ultimately end up making the sale. So that's what a funnel is, effectively, as a very broad spectrum, cold down to hot, and then try and make a sale. So how this works is what I'll go into now. I'll flip over. So here's an example of a funnel that you might be using, where you have traffic at the top, which would be cold traffic. This might come through a Facebook or Instagram ad. It might come through Instagram poll or DM, where someone's messaged you or you've messaged them telling them to go to your website. But basically this is the top of the funnel, where you might have cold called someone on Facebook. Someone's looking for a solution to a problem, i.e. weight loss or whatever it is, a one-to-one PT. And you said, hey, I can do that. Why don't you go check out my site over here, or an ad that does that. And the idea of this part of the funnel is you're trying, all of this part of the funnel is trying to do is get them to go on to the next part of the funnel. So we're going from cold to hopefully warm, where quite often what I get people to do, and what I use myself, is use a landing page, i.e. your website, or just a page that you just use specifically for giving some form of free and easy value. So you're trying to convert these people into a warm audience by giving them what's called a lead magnet. That's an offer, something really easy to consume. So like a guide, a PDF, a training plan, maybe a really short video, step-by-step, like PDF on 5 ways to lose weight, or something like that. Something really easy but very valuable, where they would offload their information to you. So the only way you can force them down or get them down the funnel is by following up. So we have to get their information along the way. So we would take hopefully their mobile number, their first name, second name, and their email preferably, and we would send this over to our email platform, normally MailChimp or some other derivative of an email system, where we can then follow up with emails later on. And hopefully once they've consumed this free value, providing you've done your job and you've made it really good, they'll start becoming hotter. They've seen that you've given free value, they've implemented it, and they've gone, wow, this guy hasn't even asked me to sell me anything yet. He's given me free value, it's actually worked, and I'm starting to believe that this guy actually has the ability to implement the solution to my problem. But we're not done yet. They're still not ready. They're still not hot. So via email or phone. So it's not just email. That's kind of an archaic way of doing things. We also have phone now. We have voice notes. We have video notes, where you can follow up and say, hey, hope you really enjoyed your free PDF. I've actually just done another video. At this point, we get a bit more in depth. We try and really start to validate ourselves as an expert in the field. So if you did too much too soon with the lead magnet, you quite often put people off. They won't want to sit down and watch a 30-minute video because they don't know who you are yet. They're still only warm. They're not quite trusting yet. But now, because they're a bit more validated, you can really start hammering in the more technical content. So you could maybe do 3 or 4 videos in a drip of emails over 5 to 10 days or something like that, where you're giving tons of value constantly. And within that, you can do, I like to use maybe a ratio of about 80% value, 20% sales. So maybe at the bottom of every email, look, if you're really ready to take things further, drop us a message and we'll schedule a call or something like that, but we're still not pushing too hard yet. And if during this period where you drop maybe 4 or 5 extra value pieces, we can then start to go, okay, they're really hot now, let's look at call to action. If they still haven't bought from you yet or signed up for your service, let's maybe do an offer or a fear of missing out, something that's time sensitive. Like you're saying, look, I've got this offer on, it's going to last for 2 more days, get in now and whatever. So if you've done the job of converting them from cold to steaming hot, then this call to action should work. So basically, guys, I won't go into any more details, but this is a funnel. Driving traffic that doesn't know who you are down to really wanting to buy from you. And when you do this properly, you can see how this suddenly becomes an automated system where you can run paid ads or social media methods for free or organic or cold calling on Facebook or something like that to drive people into the top of the funnel. And look, there could be several ways that you construct these funnels and have 4 or 5 running at the same time, which is what we typically do, and have different lead magnets, and we test different lead magnets and different offers to see what works. But ultimately, we end up with a sale. So that's a funnel, guys, and hopefully that wraps everything up. If you have any more questions about funnels, just drop me a message and I will answer you as soon as I can.